Was goody? Was goody? Back with another one. Cause you know Raider Nation needed another one. Oh, my bad. I'm trying to fix this. I dropped my stuff earlier. Messing me up. What it do, everybody? What it do? Back with another one. Cause you know Raider Nation needed another one. My bad. Had to say it again. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. Welcome to the show. This is the Yurp show. This is the channel, Raiders_football. And I am your host, Yurp Jers. What it do? Make sure everybody come in, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. I definitely appreciate it. We're trying to hit 1,000 likes after the Super Bowl hit. You know what I'm saying? So if you could, we're trying to hit 1,000 subs. After the Super Bowl. So if y'all can do that, that'll be dope. 1,000th sub will get a Raiders jersey from your boy. So yeah, man, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. You feel me? You might be the lucky winner to get the jersey. You feel me? But what it do, y'all? I know y'all seen the title. Yes. Now that we know that Clint Kubiak is going to be our now we know that Clint Kubiak is going to be our head coach. Not really looking. I really don't care who's the OC there because, I do. You know what I'm saying? He's going to play a big part, but I don't really care about the OC like that because, I feel like Clint Kubiak is going to call the plays, right? So the offensive coordinator really doesn't matter to me. Neither does the quarterback's coach. So we're going to move on to the defensive coordinators, y'all. Now, I was reading something on Bleacher Report earlier today. Read something on Bleacher Report earlier, and let me see if I could find it. See if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so we're gonna do two things, right? We're gonna do we're gonna look at the possible assistant coaches for the Raiders after you know Clint Kubiak's staff. Well, first we're gonna do defensive coordinators first, so let's get that done. I really will wait until more people come here though, for real. Turn this around. But yeah, I really wanna I want to wait till some more people get in so we can dive into this joint. So, you know what? How about I do the, what's the name first? So I won't do defensive coordinators for, yeah, you know what? I could. So, defensive coordinator candidates for new Las Vegas Raiders head coach Clint Kubiak, right? So, it says Las Vegas Raiders landed their offensive-minded head coach by reportedly agreeing to terms with current Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. It says now the Raiders coaching search pivots to fill it out the rest of the staff. And there are plenty of questions about who Kubiak will bring on as defensive coordinator. So let's explore a few options who have worked with Las Vegas Raiders head coach in the past. So these are just people that these are candidates that worked, all defensive coordinator candidates that worked. They're defensive, really. They're because I read it already, you know what I mean. But I rather share it with y'all. I thought it was interesting, but it really is people like position coaches, wide receiver coaches, defensive coordinators, passing game coordinators, run game coordinators on defense. So the first guy is Aiden Durde, current position Seahawks defensive coordinator. Kubiak connection, spent 2025 season together in Seattle. It says it might be tough to sell Durde on the idea of working with the Silver and Black since he's already in pretty good situation with the Seahawks. However, head coach Mike McDonald calls the plays and gets all the credit for Seattle's defense. So, if Durde wants a shot at being a head coach in a few years, the opportunity to run the show in Vegas could be enticing. Um, when you look like sorry when you look at Mike McDonald's defense, the Seattle Seahawks defense, when you look at their defense, it just screams Mike McDonald. It doesn't have nothing to do with Aiden Durde. Now, could it be a good hire? I believe it could be a good hire because I feel as though like it said on here, Dirty can play. He can call his own plays. He can be the guy there. You know, he's under the McDonald tree on defense, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Coaching under McDonald, and he's calling the plays, so he's knowing what to do. So I think, and Mike McDonald is really good head coach. He's a really good head coach, and he's a really good defensive coordinator. So, I like that. I like this. I like this one right here. And he spent the season with Kubiak already, which is the 2025 season, this season. So if he wins, if Seattle wins excuse me, sorry. If Seattle wins the Super Bowl, he can tell Aiden Durde like, yo, let's try to run this shit again. Oh, excuse my language. Let's try to run this again over in Vegas. Once I become head coach, you'll have the reins and you have the keys to the defense. You know, that'd be hard to pass up, for real, for real. That'd be hard to pass up. I ain't gonna lie. Fabian in the building with a dude said Jets want first pick. You heard? Yeah, I've been knew that. They want to get Mendoza, but we're not signed. We're not gonna get. We're not gonna. We're not giving up that first pick, bro. I don't see us giving up that first pick. You know. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if y'all ain't subscribed already. I definitely appreciate it. Trying to get to 1,000 subs. After the Super Bowl. Before the new league year begins. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciate it if y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, helps the channel grow, you feel me? So Carl Scott, right? Current position, Seahawks DBs coach, defensive passing game coordinator. So, and y'all see how the secondary playing. You know what I'm saying? You see how the secondary playing. And not even that, some of these guys might come over to us. Might leave with Kubiak. You know what I'm saying? Because I know right now, the first dude I mentioned, Aiden Durday, if he if he comes along, I know there's a couple position coaches that's gonna come along with him. You know what I'm saying? So it says Kubiak's connection. They spent 2021 together in Minnesota and 2025 together in Seattle. And it says Scott feels like more of a realistic option since he's not currently a defensive coordinator and has worked with Kubiak for more than one season. Also, Scott is one step away from being a DC, owning the passing game coordinator title in Seattle. The Seahawks have ranked 13th, 13th, 21st, 11th, and 10th in passing yards allowed during the four respective seasons he's been there. So he sound like he's pretty good too. Look, they got a really good um secondary, yo. Mainly it's because you might say the players in the secondary, whatever. But we not too bad, and I'm pretty sure if somebody over there come, we definitely getting Tariq Woolen. Tariq Woolen is definitely coming to the Raiders. If that happens, you got your two quarters already. You know what I'm saying? I still think we need to go get Brian Cook from the Chiefs, pair him with Jerry Chet. I think that'd be fire. Then you got your corners. You know what I'm saying? You got your number one, Tariq Woolen. You got Darian Porter on the other side. I say we go sign Meek Robinson, put him back in the slot. I mean, shoot, you got yourself a pretty good secondary. Still got the Kenry and Richardson. Still got some dogs over there. So maybe we go sign a couple of wide receiver. I mean, a couple of quarters. Might go try to get another corner in the free agency. Maybe draft a couple in the draft. So it could work. It could work. But I like this one too. This one I like and Dirty. I like these two. Next one is Joe Woods. Right? Current position, Raiders DB. Joe Woods is with us. He's the DB coach and oh hell no. What y'all think about Joe Woods, y'all? Anyway, so current position. My bad, y'all. So it says Kubiak Connections spent 2016, 20 through 2018 together in Denver, 2024 in New Orleans. It says if Kubiak wants to go with someone who is in his network, and has experience calling plays, Woods would likely be the favorite. He's been a defensive coordinator for 7 seasons in 3 different teams. The Broncos 2017 through 2018. Uh the Browns 2020 to 2022 and the Saints 2023 and 2024. Woods called top 2 10 defenses called two top 10 defenses in terms of allowed points. My bad. In terms of points allowed, and has finished with 5 units that were in the top half of the league. Plus, He's an in-house candidate who already knows the defensive players. Well, that Joe Woods, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know too much on Joe Woods. Joe Woods, he scares me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. All right. So, Marcus Robertson, Raiders defensive backs coach. Kubiak connection. Spent 2027, 2018, 2017, 2017 to 2018 together in Denver, 2024 in New Orleans. Along the same lines, Robertson is already in the building and has worked with Kubiak for multiple seasons in the past. He's never been a defensive coordinator, which could be a positive or negative trait, depending on whether Kubiak wants a proven commodity or to give someone an opportunity they haven't had yet. Raider Paul in the building said Raiders. Say Yurp. What's up, bro? We going over defensive coordinators for Kubiak, you know. So Roy Anderson. This one I like right here. This is one that might, I don't know. There's a couple in here that I like, but there's like two in here that I'm for sure that I really like, that I want, you know. And this one is one of them. This guy is one of them. Roy Anderson, current position. He's the Eagles cornerbacks coach. Connection, spent 2020 and 2021 together in Minnesota. I hope he's a top candidate because the Eagles defense is phenomenal. Their secondary was really good this year. Quinyon Mitchell, and the other bull. What's the other bull name? But yeah, it was fire. Uh, so so it says there's been a lot of talk about coaching trees this offseason. As part of the reason why Kubiak got the job in Vegas is that he stems from the highly coveted Mike Mike and Kyle Shanahan tree. What Shanahan disciples are to offensive minded coaches. Vic Fangio disciples are to defensive minded coaches. Anderson has spent the last two seasons working for Fangio in addition to 2 years, 2017, 2018 with the Chicago Bears. Also, Anderson worked under Clint Hurt in Seattle during the 2023 campaign, and Hurt is another branch on the Fangio tree. If Kubiak wants to run that style of defense, the Eagles' current cornerbacks coach feels like the best bet within his network. I really like this one right here, y'all. I really like this one right here because not only do I like, come on man, this shit bugging. Not not only do I, and if we get somebody to run that type defense, bro, we'll be all right. Cause we need somebody's defense. We need a type of defense that's uh we need a defense that's gonna match our offense. You feel what I'm saying? Get us off the field and shit like that. So Rose Town, what it do? Yoshimitsu, what it do, my brother? Appreciate you pulling up. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. It's your boy Yurp. We in the building. Welcome to the Yurp Show. Um, It definitely helps the channel grow if y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. I definitely appreciate it. I'm off camera right now because I'm smoking. Just to let y'all know. Um, so if y'all ain't read the title, we talking about um defensive coordinators, possibly defensive coordinators we can get uh Clint Kubiak can bring in on his staff. So um but like I can go back though. Go back. I'm gonna go back. So I was reading some earlier today and I want to share it with you guys, the defensive coordinators that we could possibly get now. There's like I said, there's two that I'm like, okay, that'd be dope. But there's another two guys on here on this list that I really like and I really will want to be our defensive coordinator. And I think they'll be great defensive coordinators. So so let me see. So it says defensive coordinator candidates for new Las Vegas Raiders head coach Clint Kubiak, right? And it says Las Vegas Raiders landed their offensive minded head coach by reportedly agreeing to terms with current Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. Now the Raiders coaching search pivots to filling out the rest of the staff. Excuse me. It says, and there are plenty of questions about who Kubiak will bring on as defensive coordinator. So let's explore a few options who have worked with Las Vegas Raiders' new head coach in the past. That I'm gonna just say this, y'all. Let me just say this: that this shit sounds wonderful. That sounds great. New head coach Clint Kubiak, man, man. All right, so let's get to it, right? All right, so first guy is up is Arden Durde. Arden Durde, current position is Seahawks defensive coordinator. Kubiak connection spent 2025 season together in Seattle. It might be tough to sell Durde on the idea of working with the Silver and Black since he's already in pretty good situation with the Seahawks. However, head coach Mike McDonald calls the plays and gets all the credit for Seattle's defense. So if Durde wants a shot at being a head coach in the few years, opportunity to run the show in Vegas could be enticing. And that's one of them that I like right there. I think that'd be a good one. You know, it doesn't like I'll give this one right here like a 7.5. You feel me? I'm gonna give this one right here a 7.5. Because I really like this idea right here, and I really like Mike McDonald's defense. I really think he has really good defense, yo. And we can get if we can get somebody, um, implement that kind of defense. I think so. Next up, Scott. Current position: Seahawks DBs coach, defensive pass game coordinator. Kubiak connection. It says spent 2021 together in Minnesota, 2025 in Seattle. Right. So it says Scott feels like a more realistic option since he's not currently a defensive coordinator and has worked with Kubiak more than one season. Also, Scott is one step away from being a defensive coordinator, owning the passing game coordinator title in Seattle. The Seahawks have ranked 13th, 21st, 11th, and 10th in passing yards allowed during the four respective seasons he's been there. That's another one I like right there too, right? I like this one. I give this one like a 7.5 too. Like I like this one just as much as I like the Arden Dirty pickup, at DC. Like I said, they both working under Mike McDonald and they both can implement Mike McDonald's off defense. You know what I'm saying? So and probably put their little twist in it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, um this one I'm really not sure about. Um I'm gonna go on and say right now I give this one about like a 3.5. I give the other two a 7.5. This one I give a 3.5. I'm not really too sure about this one. He's already on the roster too. Uh, Joe Woods, current position. Come on, man. What's it doing? All right. So, Joe Woods, current position, Raiders DBs coach, defensive pass game coordinator. Kubiaks connection, spent 2016 through 2018 together in Denver, 2024 in New Orleans. It said if Kubiak wants to go with someone who is in his network and has experience calling plays, Joe Woods would likely be the favorite. He's been a defensive coordinator for 7 seasons and with 3 different teams. The Broncos 2017-2018, the Browns 2020 to 2022, and the Saints 2023 and 2024. Joe is called 2 top 10 defenses in terms of points allowed and has finished with 5 units that were in the top half of the league. Plus, he's an in-house candidate who already knows the defensive players. Now that makes sense. I'm cool with that, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's why I'm giving this one like a 3 point. Matter of fact, I'll give it like a 4.5. But I don't really know about Joe Woods right now because our passing game was trash. Like we only got what 3, 4 interceptions this season. Like no. Yeah, I'm good on that. So, um, next, and he actually worked well with our DBs. Well, what he had, but it's another in-house guy. I'll give this one about a 5.5. Marcus Robertson. It says current position, Raiders defensive backs coach. Connection, Kubiak connection says spent 2017, 2018 together in Denver, 2024 in New Orleans. Along the same lines, Robertson is already in the building and has worked with Kubiak for multiple seasons in the past. He's never been a defensive coordinator, which could be a positive or a negative trait, depending on whether Kubiak wants to prove a commodity or to give someone the opportunity they never had. See, I like this one, but it's not like it doesn't move the needle for me. You feel me? Like this doesn't move the needle for me. So um, I'll give this one, like I said, like a 4.5. 5.5. I would give like an 8, 9.5 right here. Right? Roy Anderson, current position, Eagles cornerbacks coach. Kubiak connections, spent 2020 and 2021 together in Minnesota with him. There's been a lot of talk about coaching trees this offseason. As part of the reason why Kubiak got the job in Vegas is that he stems from the highly coveted Mike and Kyle Shanahan tree. What Shanahan disciples are to offensive-minded coaches, Vic Fangio disciples are to defensive-minded coaches. Anderson has spent the last 2 seasons working for Fangio, in addition to 2 years, 2017, 2018, with the Chicago Bears. Also, Anderson worked under Clint Hurt in Seattle during the 2023 campaign, and Hurt is another branch of the Fangio tree. If Kubiak wants to run that style defense, the Eagles' current cornerbacks coach feels like the best bet with this network. So I'm gonna get that one like a 9.5 for real, for real. I would get this one like a 9.5. Now this next one, y'all tell me about Steve Wilks. Right now, I'm gonna give it like I'm gonna give it like a 3.5 with the Joe Woods one. There's defensive position, fired as Jets defensive coordinator. So yeah, I'm giving this one like a 3.5 because he was horrible with the Jets. The Jets defense was horrible. They went all season without an interception, yo. That's nuts. How season without an interception? That's crazy work, yo. I got blood on my hands. You feel me? The Jets went all season, y'all, without an interception. And Steve Wilks, I don't even know why. They should just got somebody that young to go and play for to be the defensive coordinator. And Aaron Glenn should have been calling the play since he is the defensive coordinator at the what's the name? That's where he messed up at. Where Aaron Glenn messed up at. You feel me? That's where he messed up at. Well, he's still the head coach, so he gonna have to take over the defensive plays. Get somebody young under there. You call defensive plays for about 2 years. If he ready, if he's still there, if he ready, then let him call the plays. You go back to doing what you was doing, but you want any type of success on that defense, you better call them plays. Stop playing. But anyways, I'm good on Steve Wilks, but I'm gonna read it anyways. It says Kubiak Connections spent 2023 together in San Francisco. This one might be a bit of a stretch since Kubiak and Wilks only spent one season together. Additionally, the latter was fired after the Jets finished dead last in points allowed this past season, and he's only had two defenses finishing the top 10 in the top half of the NFL for points allowed in 6 seasons as either the head coach or defensive coordinator. But Wilks does have experience in the role, and his unit was third in points allowed during the 2023 season with the 49ers. Yeah, I'm good on that one. I'm good on that one. I'll get that one. Like I said, I'll get this one like a 3.5. Now, this next one, I don't really know. Damn, So this next one, I don't really know. You feel me? But I'll give that Steve Wilkes one like a 3.5. But this next one, after I read it, I'll give you my opinion. So Chris Kokuric, Kokuric, it says current position for the Niners defensive line coach. Kubiak spent Kubiak connection spent 2023 together in San Francisco. Another loose connection with just 1 year working alongside Kubiak, but Kirk is a well-respected defensive line coach in the NFL. He played the position for a couple of years in the league and has been coaching it since 2006, dating back to his days as a college coach. Kirk has never been a defensive coordinator, but he wants a promotion. The Raiders could provide that opportunity. Yeah, I don't know about this one too. I'll give this one more. I mean, their defensive line is pretty good, so I'll give this one like a 5.5. You feel me? I give this one by like a 5.5. Um, let's see. This one right now. This one I'm gonna give. Maybe I'm being biased. I don't know, but I've been saying this. Get this dude a shot, right? I've been saying this for a minute. Give this guy a shot. Rob Leonard. Rob Leonard, right? A Raider guy. I man, I hope Kubiak just looks at him like, you know what? Yeah, right. So look, current position: Raiders defensive line coach slash defensive run game coordinator. Kubiak connection is zero, which he has none. Smoke a cigarette that I will put this camera back on. Yeah, got you. So Rob Leonard, right? It says current position: defensive line coach slash defensive run game coordinator. Kubiak connection, he has none. And it says uh deviating. Oh, so we're deviating here since Leonard has never worked with Kubiak. However, Leonard has done a good job as the Raiders defensive line coach over the past few years, getting the most out of players like Malcolm Kuntz, pre-torn ACL, Clavion Chason, and Adam Butler. That led to adding run game coordinator in his title this season. A step towards on the entire defense also. Max Crosby has raved about Leonard in the past, so keeping him on the coaching staff could help ease any tension with the star pass rusher. I don't think it'd be any tension with um I don't think it'd be any tension with Max. Um, you know, I think at this point Max just wants to win, so he don't really care who's in the what's the name, right? But I've been raving about Rob Leonard also, and I've been saying, man, let this man look. He's a run game deep. Look, all just get it in. Call the defense now. Shoot, let him take that step up, yo. And I think he'll do an excellent job at defensive coordinator. Yo. I just had that feeling like Rob Leonard would be that dude, yo. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, how old is Rob Leonard? Let me see. Rob Leonard, Raiders defensive line coach. How old is Rob Leonard, defensive line coach? So Rob Leonard is probably in his late 30s, maybe like late 30s, early 40s. I'm trying to see though. How old is Rob Leonard? It's the wrong person. It don't say, but it say he's like in his mid 30s, late 40s. So Rob Leonard is cool. But I get that one like a 9.5 too, man. Him and uh him and the dude from cornerbacks coach from the Eagles. That's who I want. So the next guy is up. If he leaves, this can really give us a boost too, right? Jim Schwartz. How about Jim Schwartz, y'all? Current position, Browns defensive coordinator. Kubiak connection, none. Another potential candidate that doesn't have any direct ties to Kubiak, but Schwartz has been in the league since 1996 and likely has some connections and network crossover with Clint's father, Gary Kubiak. Also, Schwartz has 22 years of experience as either an NFL head coach or a defensive coordinator to be someone the first year head coach can lean on. I think that'd be dope too, though. Jim Schwartz called some pretty good defenses too, especially at the Browns. Um, yeah, I would like to see what Jim Schwartz defense look like on the Raiders, but we got a chance to get somebody young, man. Look, we got a young staff. Might get some old heads up in there, but young staff would be dope though, right? Um, I'll give this one like an 8.5. You feel me? I'll give this one like an 8.5. Uh oh, and there's more, my bad. So it says according to Sports Illustrated, Albert Breer, Cleveland is trying to keep Schwartz as defensive coordinator under new head coach Todd Monken. However, Schwartz is unhappy that he didn't get the head coach job. He didn't get the head job and is a potential candidate to join Kubiak's staff in Las Vegas. And Albert Breer tweets, Jim Schwartz, in here we mentioned Vegas as a potential landing spot for the Browns defensive coordinator. For the Browns defensive coordinator, if he does get out of his deal, Philly would be, or at least was, another if Vic Fangio were to retire. Cleveland's been firm on holding him to his contract. So I bet you that don't work. Nope, that ain't working. So, and Jim Schwartz, that was it on Jim Schwartz. That was the last one. So, y'all let me know, man, what defensive coordinators y'all would like. You know, me, I'm. It's 4 guys that I would like right now. You feel me? 4 guys: Aiden Durde, Carl Scott. Um, what's this dude name? Roy Anderson, and I will take Rob Leonard and Jim Schwartz. Those are the guys out of all of them. Was DC good in 2021? Who's DC? And Glisser fan, what it do, my brother? What you mean, Glisser fan? I was just going over all the defensive coordinators that could be possibly join the staff. That's what I was doing. And there's a couple in here that's pretty cool. Now, there's another article in here that I wanted to go through. Um, and it's assistant coaches, right? Derek Carr. I don't 2021. Yeah, he was good. We went to the playoffs. We almost beat the Bears. The year they went to the Super Bowl, we almost beat them. So it says Clint Kubiak, possible assistant coaches for Las Vegas Raiders. It says a report on Sunday announced that Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak is expected to become the Raiders' new head coach following the Super Bowl this weekend. It says additional statements. GM John Snyder and head coach Mike McDonald indicate what the Raiders fans may fear is not true, and that Kubiak will be coming to Las Vegas. Kubiak will have a short turnaround with the Raiders as free agency is slated to start on March 11th, with the tampering period starting on March 9th, a month or so from Kubiak's official hiring. Additionally, it says the Raiders will need to quickly put together their new staff, which could include some holdovers from the current Las Vegas Raiders staff. A deep dive into coaches who could follow Kubiak or be retained. A key note to remember: coaches currently under contract can be blocked for a lateral move. Position coaches and to position coach, coordinator to coordinator, etc. However, teams can promote them, which will not cause their current team to block the move. So that means that that means that we can, like, teams who want our coach, they can't go. Which I don't know how that worked with Patrick Graham, unless Patrick Graham was on his last year on his deal, and he just went to Pittsburgh. But it's saying that you can't do a lateral move, anyways. So you can't go from position coach to another team, or coordinator from here to a coordinator on another team. They say you can't do that. So, um, it says adding play calling duties to a coordinator does not count as a promotion. However, assistant head coach does count and can be a vital aspect to drawing coaches. Another keynote: most staffs like to bring their own position coaches, especially as an offensive coach, which can cause a team to move on from current coaches to appeal to other coordinators. Current Las Vegas Raiders coaches. Titans coach Luke Steckel. I think we should keep him. I think we should keep Steckel. Let's see what they say about Luke Steckel. It says Luke Steckel, tight end coach. Steckel is widely considered among the better tight end coaches in the NFL and has a history working offensive line coach and run game coordinator with the Chicago Bears, along with a history in Tennessee with the Titans as well. A poll of NFL executives by NFL's Tom Pelissero listed Steckel among 50 position coaches to watch in coming years for a head coach or coordinator position. Uh, is the 40-year-old Steckel has seen the development of uh, Chijizim Okonkwo. I don't know how to say his name, but let's see. Rob Leonard. We're not even gonna read all this. We're just gonna say that Rob Leonard, Joe Woods, um, Eric Stokes was number one. It said NFL cornerbacks who allowed the fewest yards per coverage snaps in 2025, minimum 200 coverage snaps. Eric Stokes had point 0.5. Everybody else had point 0.6. Quinion Mitchell had point 0.7. That's crazy. Marcus Robinson as the coach. Greg Olson, he might not. Andy Dickerson, assistant. He going. Sealters, Aiden Dirty, defensive coordinator. Um, and then they have QB coach, um, John Benton, O line coach, need him, and Justin Arden. He's a run game specialist and assistant O line coach. Yo, even Richie Incognito, even Richie and damn man, why the fuck this shit keep doing this? My bad, y'all. Incognito gave mad praise to John Benton, the Seahawks offensive line coach. So this is what Richie said about John Benton. He said, he'd be a great hire. Benton teaches the fundamentals the right way. That's exactly what a young offensive line needs. I'm going with what Richie said. How about y'all? So, Rick Dennison, run game coordinator and senior offensive advisor. Um, Carl Scott. Where should go now? Damn. Hold on. Okay. Back. So you got Carl Scott. He's the defensive backs coach and pass game coordinator. let's see who else we got. Josh Bynes, assistant linebackers coach. Jeff Howard, safeties coach. Outside coaches, you got Chandler Whitmer, Indiana, co-offensive coordinator, QB's coach. Ain't he the one that does oh yeah, Whitmer. Whitmer, he coaches what's the name? My bad, y'all. Who do you think going to be new backup quarterback? Shit, I don't even know. Ain't gonna lie. That depends on what Kubiak wants. But I don't even know yet. We could go out and get a veteran. We could do whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can go out and get a veteran. We can go out and get two young, maybe AOC probably be the backup. So so Chandler Whitmer is the co-offensive coordinator, QB's coach. He's the one who coached Mendoza. Kubiak, you know it. Yes, sir. Kubiak. Let's go. All right. So he says, so Ish Thomas, I don't know who that is. I guess he's a Indiana Hoosier alumni. I guess alum. But he says Chandler Whitmer, the ultimate, work with Herbert, Fields, Cousins. That's fine. Eric Studsfield, Dolphins assistant head coach, running backs coach. That'd be fine. Derek Foster, Cowboys running backs coach. Zach Azani, former receivers coach. Former tight ends, former Cardinals tight ends coach. I don't want to. I'd rather keep Luke Steckel as our tight ends coach. You feel me? I'd rather keep Luke Steckel as our tight ends coach. So I'm good on that. Rosetown said facts, bro. He said because Kirk is going to be a free agent soon. I don't give a damn what Kirk Cousins is going to be. He sits his ass on the couch. But I'd rather have AOC be the backup to Fernando Mendoza than some damn Kirk Cousins. Boy, he working with the wet noodle, you feel me? Chris Hewitt, coach, the DB coach. They got Previagi, the coordinator. I know Marwan Malouf, Broncos assistant special teams coordinator. Brian Schneider, Commander assistant special teams coordinator. Yeah. Loren Lando, Notre Dame, uh, head strength and performance coach. And coach, the coaches though. And said, and I feel like Mendoza needs a good mentor for the Raiders. Shit, what no better mentor than what AOC been through. You feel me? Shoot. You feel me? I do whatever is possible. Yeah, some football phone. What's happening, bro? He said, "What's up, y'all? What's goody? What's going down? What's going down?" We just talking about coordinators and coaches and stuff, bro. For Kubiak's new staff. Dang, that sounds good, y'all. Y'all don't understand. You heard me? I was gonna read all that whole shit. We'd have been here on for another hour. But yeah, it's a lot of coordinators, man, that's out there. There's a lot of defensive like position coaches that can be coordinated that is really good. And there's also other coaches out there too. It's already been coordinated. But I want us to run out of I want us to run out of either a Vic Fangio defense or Mike McDonald defense. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be mad. You know, one them two defenses I want. You feel me? Or be a defensive coordinator, or grab the Bears defensive coordinator Al Harris. Yeah. Another really good one. Corner. Rose Town said, "Yeah, bro. As long as it's cool, not facts." But I mean, we gotta have look. We gotta put the best staff out there, bro. Because we don't have a good coaching staff to surround Kubiak. This all this shit's gonna be for nothing. You feel me? So we gotta put a good coaching staff around him, bro, so he can succeed. When McVay first started, he had a what? Great coaching staff around him. Let's see, Ben Johnson, great coaching staff around him. You feel me? Even dude from what the hell is his name? What's the coach name from the Lions? Even he had a really good staff around him. Around them. You got to put together a good staff, yo. You don't put together a good staff, this shit is for nothing, bro. We just gonna be trash again, looking for another head coach. But I think he's gonna get the right guys in there. You know what I'm saying? But I like the one that really stands. The two that really stands out to me when I was reading them was the Eagles cornerbacks coach and Rob Leonard. Yo, them two right there. Matter of fact, let me see how old. Cause that and just imagine, y'all, we have a young staff too. You feel me? Just imagine we just have a young. If we have a young staff, it's gonna they grow for you. I said facts, bro. You know what I mean? If you got a good staff, man, you straight, man. You feel me? You straight. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. But I need to see. Um, my bad, y'all. I'm looking for something real quick. This dude's name, because I keep Roy Anderson. Roy Anderson sounds real interesting right there. You know what I'm saying? The one you love to hate, what it do, bro? He said, "What's up, my boy, man? I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, man. You know, um, y'all missed it too, man. I had one of my good partner of mine, man, good mentor, actually, the son of um Skip Thomas. If y'all don't know, the Soul Patrol, with look him up, look up the Soul Patrol, look up Skip Thomas, man, Dr. Death, and I got his son, one of his sons, wound up hitting me up, and we became cool. He was on the show. Child, Rosetown says that's what I want, bro. Young coaching staff and that can grow together with the team, since we going to have young players in the building, most likely all around. Yeah, man. Look, that building gonna be young as hell. We can get that. It's watch. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy because we're gonna be winning. If we could do that, we'll win multiple. You feel me? Just keep that cycle going, bro. You feel me? And they'll be able to. They gonna want to stay there too. You feel me? The staff. They gonna grow together, and then shoot, we can have them for about a good 3, 4 years before they want to go off and be other coordinators or coaches. Nah, nah. I don't think. I don't. Nah. I don't think that. I I don't think it's bullshit, bro. I think it can happen if they release him. They don't want to release him. They don't want. They want to keep him there as a defensive coordinator, but Tom Lil M is this. Yo, Rose Town, get this ball above you or out of here, bro. Matter of fact, I'll do it. Time out. He said, yeah, bro. I think that'd be dope, man. And like I said, yo, we won multiple championships, bro. We got the youngest staff. You feel me? One of the youngest coaches. Because I think Kubiak, what, the youngest coach right now? Davis Webb would have been the youngest coach. I had to catch a hat my damn self. You feel me? The one you let Hayes said, man, that don't would be lights out. That defense would be lights out. G. Time will tell. It always does, right? Nah, facts. It do. And you're right. And like I said, it's gonna. We'll see. We'll see what's the name do. But if he don't, that's fine though. It's mad candidates out there that we can. Like I said, y'all either want to run a Vic Fangio defense or Mike McDonald defense, yo. Get somebody from under them two trees. I'm good. You feel me? Probably like the youngest right now. Until somebody else come in that's probably younger than him. But bro, son said super young too, bro. Nah, facts. If we can lock him in for 10 plus years, that's a W. Yeah, I don't know about 10. I'm hearing 6 year deal. I'm hearing 6 years, 15 million a year. Raiders. Raider Paul said Raiders, yes sir. Brown said we need consistency and stability, and that's facts. And I think we'll get that. But yeah, even if we lock him, you feel me? We look Rose Town. Look, we lock him in for 6 years, and then give. And if he takes us to the playoffs, and maybe we hit a Super Bowl within those 6 years, we'll extend him another 4 for that 10. Man, you feel me? Man, oh shit, I keep doing this. I need to hit a cigarette, y'all. Rose, I say exactly, bro. What I'm saying, extend him after 4. Okay, yeah, after the 6. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hey, Rose, I'll get, bro. I'm smelling what you cooking, cuz. I'm smelling what you cooking, bro. Yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Definitely appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate it. You feel me? Yeah, man. We only got one like in the building, man. Come on, man. Don't do your boy like that, man. Yeah, gotta extend Kubiak. Kubiak. Gotta extend him. The one you let it hate said we need to drive Arkansas running back or either Penn State running back for our 1-2 punch behind Genty. What you think? Shit, hell yeah. I saw that bit with 2 running backs one. And if not, shit, yeah. We'll grab Hemby or what's it? I really like the dude from Penn State though. What the fuck is his name? Dad, what's the dude from Penn State name? Hold on. Let me see. What's the running back from Penn State's name? Nicholas Singleton. Nick Singleton. Boy, you put Nick Singleton behind Genty, bro, it's a wrap. Yeah, the one you let it hate. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, Singleton. Man, you put him behind Genty, it's a wrap, bro. Man, that's like you got your sharp. Yeah, he got his Charbonnet and what's the name right there, and Walker. I would tell you this right now. This talk saying that Rashid Shaheed is it's a definite he's coming to the Raiders with Kubiak. That's a definite. And they said that could be the first hire. That could be the first person we pick up in free agency. That's what I heard. That's what I was watching it and they was saying it. Singleton, bro, 6'2", 240. He runs a 4.4. I thought he ran. I thought he was 6'1". You might be right. Hold on, let me see. Nah, bro, he's 6 foot. He's 6 foot even two, and he's 224. I don't. You might be right on the 4.4 though. Yo, dude had 13 touchdowns. That's crazy. It's crazy work, yo. That's crazy work. Either way, bro, big and fast, not facts. You right. You definitely right. Him, I like Mark Fletcher. I think Mark Fletcher would be dope. I don't know if he coming out though. I think he might stay. Sorry, I don't understand. I didn't say. I wasn't talking to you. Siri, crazy. You feel me? So Singleton or Hemby, Mark Fletcher, if he comes out. Um, it's a lot of running backs that's gonna be nice, man. He beat the Eagles for he beat the Eagles running back for keep going. He beat the Eagles running back for in Penn State history. You talking about Saquon? That's crazy. Nah, I believe you, bro. I believe you. I ain't even gotta take my cousin. He went to probably know already. That's his squad, so I I can ask him. But I believe you. Shoot, that was how far fetched at all. Yeah, I heard about that. Shout out to my brother East Coast in the building. Gridiron Apex, yes sir. Shit, bro, why don't you hop on for a little bit, cuz? Open bag in the draft from Arkansas. Now I wonder why Singleton kept dropping it. When I was doing them draft simulators, I was just bullshitting. I was like posting nothing. I was just doing just to do. So I was bored yesterday, and I did a couple, and he kept falling, yo. And I was like, he keep falling because I know he nice. He a damn beast though too. Nah, facts. Raiders, yes sir. He said I would, but I'm driving. I was talking about East Coast, Paul. But if you want to hop on, you could. You just got you can't none of that cursing, bro. Try to limit the cursing, brother. You feel me? I'm trying to limit the cursing. But yeah, East Coast, if you want to hop on, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hop on for a little bit, cuz. Um, I'm heading to sleep, homie, but I will say Mike Washington for be undrafted. He's gonna go undrafted. Not sure why everyone is hyping him. Dang, for real. Bro said he going undrafted. Yo, he go undrafted. That's crazy. Mike Washington Jr. is his name from Arkansas. He a beast. Dang. Bro said he a beast. And then East Coast said he gonna be undrafted. That's crazy. The Menace in the building. What up, the Menace? What it do, my brother? Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. Definitely appreciate it. Trying to get to 1,000 subs, y'all. 1,000 sub, we'll get a jersey. Yes, indeed. Watching him all week at the Senior Bowl, he was getting his clamped. The Menace said salute Paul. Paul said the Menace. East Coast said Mike Washington is slow. And he's slow too? Oh, no. You can't do slow in Kubiaks offense, you know. That's crazy. Just when you thought you knew, you don't. So real quick, East Coast, before you go, one real quick, give me your running backs that's gonna be that could be good in the later rounds. Real quick, that could be your last comment. You know? Nussmeyer looked good at the Senior Bowl. Remember, y'all thought I was crazy for saying I heard good about him. What up, though, bro? Bueno. What's up, Bueno? No, I ain't hating on Nussmeyer. He just ain't look good all year because he was injured. But if you look back like earlier in the year, I was talking about Nussmeyer. Yeah, East Coast. That's East Coast. Gridiron Apex. That's the new John, man. Y'all go show him some love on that, bro. I was part of the vote on Apex too, just to let y'all know. Buena said, "What's up, the minute?" He said, "Yeah, Buena. I made a ton of videos and the community posts announcing the change." He said, you must not be sub." Man, I go sub to my man East Coast, man. Sub to my brother, man. But yeah, I was part of the change, man. I put my vote in for the Apex, John. I thought that was a dope name. Yeah, I'm not changing my name no more. I'm not changing my name no more. It's Raiders _ football forever. I was thinking about changing it to back to the Yurp Jersey Raiders podcast, but changing it, making it Raiders the Yurp Jersey podcast. I don't know. It's hard as hell to get back in that algorithm though. Once you change your name. Hey, Frank, you keep saying East Coast is a jag, but the ball, yo, they made it to the playoffs and we didn't. They actually beat us. We can't even talk about the Jags, bro. They beat us. And they made it to the playoffs, bro. About the Jags, bro. We can't say nothing about nobody team because of how horrible we did, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Man, Paul said, hit them likes, man. Appreciate it, man. Hit them likes, man. Hit them likes. Trying to get at least 25 tonight, man. 25 tonight. 25 likes. I appreciate everybody who's subbed to the channel. See how many rings Jags have it. It don't matter. We ain't got nothing recent. I want recent rings. I wasn't even around to see them. I want to see one. Yep. Kubiaks. He said, Yurp, don't let me on while I'm driving. Hell no, I heard I get in trouble for that shit. Nope. I will not be cause of no accidents. I don't give a damn how good you drive. There we go. East Coast, appreciate it. He said from Virginia. CJ Donaldson from Ohio State. Heard he was nice. And Jaden Ott from Oklahoma. Should all go late round. And they nice. Okay. Ray Paul said facts, bro. When you get home. Nah, bet. Yeah, I'll send the link again. Rose Town said Kubiak. I'm still trying to get Ray Paul to say it. Ray Paul gonna say it. I'm a bug his ass all the whole time we in Bakersfield. I'm a bug his ass to say that shit. He said that's a lie. Whoever told you. Hey, matter of fact, I think East Coast the one who said that. I don't know. I think it was like East Coast or G-Fam. Somebody said that. He said we'll bring it up Jags. I don't know. I don't know why you keep bringing up the Jags. He said it's not a lie, literally in terms of service that you cannot be on live stream while driving. See, I knew it. I knew it was somebody who told me that. I knew it was like East Coast. Somebody told me that shit. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get monetized, man. That's why. That's why I don't allow smoking on here. You don't smoke no. If you're gonna do it off screen, you feel me? They'll strike your channel. Yeah, I don't need no strikes, cause I got what 20. I got about a good like 16 days, 17 days like that. The 26 is what I can reapply to be monetized again. I'm trying to have all good content. He said that dude Speedy online driving all three. He a millionaire. Yeah, I ain't no millionaire. Goddamn it, shoot. Mike Lopez in the building. He said, "What it do? You're chilling, bro." Bueno said you were getting strikes for smoking. I don't know what I was getting strikes for, bro. But they wasn't monetizing me. But then, when I had Alonzo on, he had told me, like, yeah, man, just cut. You gonna smoke? Just do it off camera or don't smoke at all. Because he said, fathers and their kids probably watching. You feel me? So, and I try to limit it to cursing too. Notice I ain't really cursed like that in this video today. I'm trying to limit it cursing on period, yo. For real, for real. Frank in the building, he says that they got some of them Kubiak bears up in Alaska. That's what I'm talking about. Kubiak. He said, I'm ready. Yeah, definitely. He said, I'm saying you don't see YouTube doing shoot. They always doing something. I'm ready for free agency. Man, I'm ready for Kubiak to come in so we get this coaching staff ready. Now we need to be focused on. We need to focus on getting this coaching staff ready. Cause we gotta act quick. Look, as soon as he come in the building, he gotta get right to work, yo. Cause free agency and tampering is like probably like a month away. So he gotta get ready, you feel me? Dominicus says salute Bueno, salute Rosetown. Rosetown says salute Dominicus. Bueno says salute Dominicus. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. I didn't say nothing to you, Siri. Stop getting on my shit. But yeah. He said we got Rob Leonard. There's only one person you named, bro. Although I think we keep Rob Leonard, I think we keep our cornerbacks coach. But I think I'm hoping Rob Leonard becomes the defensive coordinator. You know, I really am. He said, "Yep, cursing, use of alcohol or foreign substances, driving while streaming, showing firearms works, get your channel demonetized and possibly a strike. 3 strikes, then they shut your channel down." Yeah, I don't got no strikes, but yeah, that's why I don't. None of that. No more, no more, no more. You feel me? Voice a day YouTube rated pre-G. Yeah, most definitely. That's why I don't do it. That's why I'm off camera, y'all. You feel me? So I'm talking to y'all like this, which I'm cool with. You feel me? As long as Yurp is still on and y'all can hear the voice, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So he said, yo, you're about to get off here, but I'll hit you up soon so I can send you some merch. Bet. Definitely send me the merch cause I hit you with the what's the name, yo. I hit you with the Addy, man. Hit my phone tomorrow, bro. I'll be up. Have a good night too, my brother. Have a good night. Got some new stuff with all the new logos and such. Oh yeah, man. I need a I need a shirt or a hoodie, man, and hat. Cause you feel me? Get right. You're definitely gonna be rocking it too, so I'm definitely gonna be rocking the merch, bro. Uh Mike Lopez said the Europe Show 100. Yes, sir. Everybody, welcome to the Europe Show, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. You feel me? Trying to get to 1,000 likes. The person that gets the 1,000, I mean, not 1,000 likes, I'm sorry. Even though that would be dope. But I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs, man. 1,000 subs, we'll get a jersey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Frank says substances. You gotta chill, Frank. East Coast said, peace, chat. Have a good night. You have a good night, bro. Yeah, definitely hit my phone tomorrow, too. Yes, sir. But yeah, y'all. Shoot. So I'm trying to be careful on a lot of things, man. He said, you got to fit right here. What you mean a fit? The minute said, gridiron peace. Rosan said, Brady Paul said, Rosan trying to tell him. I ain't even see what he said. Go tell that to Wiz when he goes live every morning. Get blown live. I mean, you saying that? Tell that to Wiz, bro. Wiz is a millionaire. I'm trying to get some. I'm trying to get to the money. You talking about people that already got money. I'm trying to get to the money with the merch. Oh, the merch. Um, shoot, I'm trying to get this machine right now. It ain't. I ain't gonna be able to do nothing with the for like a couple months. I ain't gonna be able to do that till like a couple months for with the merch. I got a lot of stuff to do right now. You feel me? Trying to move, get another crib. And then I'm trying to you know, I'm saving for this trip for Bakersfield. Got a lot going on, bro. But the merch will definitely being like probably like after maybe like maybe June, July around there. Bueno said, what kind of a world do we live in when you can't enjoy your wacky tobacco on can with your buddies? Yeah, I know, right? That's definitely facts, man. But hey, look, man, whatever it takes to feed the fam, bro. You feel me? I'm trying to make this a job. I'm trying to make this permanent, man. So if I gotta abide by the rules, that's what it is. You feel me? Blame it on Gito. You need some sponsorship, my friend. Nah, facts. But I gotta be monetized for me to be able to get this sponsorship. And I need more subscribers for me to get more sponsorship too. So you feel me? So Mike, if you want to go tell a friend, tell every Raider fan in the world about your boy Yurp. We gonna make this. We get it jumping, bro. You feel me? And this is a light night tonight too. Usually be like 20 people in here. Just put it rated R Yurp. Nah, I can't do that, bro. Then I won't. I won't. I need to keep it PG, man. 13. You feel me? Keep it PG 13. I'm on some Disney shit, bro. You feel me? He said we spoil bed cheddar all the time and Navs. So I'm hating on us. Someone hating on us. Well, I mean, look, Ben got like 5 channels that's all monetized. You feel me? Nav don't really care about getting monetized. Me, I care about. I'm trying to get to where Ben at. I ain't even capping, bro. You feel me? So if I gotta abide by the rules, that's what I'm gonna do. You feel me? Mike Sal supports your podcast to the fullest. I appreciate it, bro. Definitely thank you, man. The man said, "Tell a homie to tell a homie." You feel me? Shoot, we ain't gonna still waste this. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's tell a homie to tell a homies. You feel me? So they can tell they homies, and they homies can tell they homies. Yeah. Shout out to Demenis. Demenis always puts a comment underneath the joint, even if he ain't watching. Even if he don't watch or he watch later, man, he always throw a comment up underneath underneath the shows, man. So I definitely appreciate you, bro. He said, "Nah, just saying that's weird." Yeah, I know. Me and Sectown was talking about this like the other day. Was it yesterday or the other day? He said, "I don't know what it is." He said, "But he said they ain't letting you do shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Excuse my language. You feel me? I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I don't know what it is, but I mean, your boy Yurp should go keep fighting, bro. We gonna keep doing this, bro. You feel me? But we gotta do it the right way. You feel me? So do it the right, because there's a lot of things I want to do. You feel me? I want to take this podcast to the next level. You feel me? So, um, by me doing that, I gotta abide by the rules and stuff. You feel me? I want to go to like the Senior Bowl events. My bad, yeah. I'm back. What I'm saying, I want to get passes to the Senior Bowl and to the combine and stuff like that. I want to get invited there. So, so in order for me to do stuff like that, take my stuff to the level. In order for me to do that, I'd abide by the rules. You feel me? So if I want this to feed my family, and make this my full time job, then I gotta abide by the rules. You feel me? So you know what I mean? You notice I ain't playing no music. I ain't even playing no music. Shoot. I'm getting copyrighted from my own music. So that should tell you that told me enough. You feel me? And they still doing it. I disputed it once. They ain't do nothing. So I just said, forget. Whatever they try to hit me with, I'll just edit it out, edit the music out or the sound, and do it like that. You feel me? So it's Playboy covered. I promise you that. New album out. I can't even promote it on my podcast because it's too much copyright. He said, "I know I keep falling asleep." The music was a vibe. It was something different that I brought, to the podcast, and to the, you know, to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be different. You know what I mean? Everybody don't you do. I like to vibe and do music and shit. You feel me? I can't do that. Mike Lopez said, "I want to see you win." I appreciate it, bro. That's what That's the goal, man. Is get the win. You feel me? Every day, man, is a win. You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal, man. You feel me? So I told my wife, I said, yo, if all this work out, man, and this podcast becomes big, and I don't have to work no more. I told her, I said, you won't have to work either. If the money coming in like that, you feel me? So he said, messing with you, best night show all week. You know what I'm saying, man? I try. And I try not to get on every night either. You know what I'm saying? Like notice I did a back to back because I had a guest. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I really wanted to do something on Saturday too. So I did something on Saturday night, then Sunday night, Monday, I rested. I'm doing one day. I'll probably do another one, then rest. Just space it out though. I want y'all to miss me though. You feel me? I want y'all to be like, damn, where you're at? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm always gonna give y'all the content though. You feel me? So we don't need background music. You're just sing to us. Y'all want to hear my singing? My shit trash. All I can say is Kubiak, Kubiak. He said your music was all good vibes. I know, man. I know. Well, my brother told me, man. He said what I should do is just post all my shit. You know what I'm saying? Just post all my stuff underneath my name. So he said, because the reason why they trying to get me is because my name is not on there. It's just Gangrene, which they don't know that Gangrene is, I'm a part of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that. So I had to explain to them when I disputed it the first time, but then I'm like, I mean, it ain't really nothing gonna happen. I was talking to my bro. He's like, I can't really do nothing. And he was like, I don't think United Masters is gonna do anything. So he was like, you might as well just don't even do it. I was like, fuck it. He was like, or just when you drop yours, just do your stuff. So I got a little album I got a little joint I'm about to drop before I drop the real joints. You feel me? It's just something to play around with. I played around with. So few songs. Mike Lopez said, but keep this in mind. A lot of people work late nights and work for uh dang, shoot, my bad. Mike said, we keep this in mind here. A lot of people work late and look forward to listen to your live podcast. Get it. You know what I'm saying? Do miss you, bro. He said, don't see you until midnight. No, I'll be busy, man. I'm a father. You know what I'm saying? I'm a husband. So I'll be busy, you know. Spend a lot of time with my wife. You know what I'm saying? My dog, he's a pup, so gotta constantly be taking care of him, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day. So and then plus I work during the day too. You know what I'm saying? So this is the only time I can do it, which is working out. You feel me? So Ray Paul Rose Sound said Ray Paul go on and say it with your he don't want to say it. Kubiak. I'm beginning to say it. Ray Paul, you gotta say that, John. Mike Lopez said you have the late show on lock. Don't let it go. Nah, facts. That's why I kind of like my job. You know what I'm saying? I close. I'm out of there by like 11, maybe the latest 11:30. And shoot, I go straight home. I don't live that far, so straight home. and do my thing. Go home. It's a routine. Do it every day. My dog knows. As soon as I walk through that door, every time he get to crying. So put my cup down, go take him out, chill with him for a little bit, come here, do my thing, set up, and then I'm on live. That's the routine. Right, Lopez said I just got off work. Oh, work. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Never stop working hard, man. That's what my father always told me. Never stop working hard. So, I probably had not the best job. You feel me? But I'm thankful for my job, though. You know, and I ain't even saying not the best job, but it might not be the best high paying job. You feel me? It's really not a high paying job, but I manage. You feel me? And I'll find something better later, but I really want this to be my full time, job, man. So y'all can have your all week, every other day, you feel me? I do a show for 2 nights, and then I won't do one. I do a show for 2 nights, and I won't do one. You feel me? But in the off season, y'all really ain't gonna y'all gonna see me, but y'all ain't gonna see me because I'm be on my other channel, doing content over there on my music channel. I got some ideas I want to do on that channel. Like when I go live, I want to be able to record my music while I'm live and stuff, so y'all can see how I do my thing. You feel me? Mike said you got bigger things coming your way. Nah, facts. It's all God's work, on God's will, man. You feel me? I had one of my biggest shows the other night, man. 600 and something views, like 40, 30 something likes. Matter of fact, that wasn't even my biggest one. That was my biggest one in views. But I also had one that I did, and I had one that was my biggest one in likes. I think I had like 300 and something views and like 41 likes. And YouTube be taking my shit too. YouTube be taking some of my views. It'd be crazy. It's like, nigga, I'm trying to get to where all these other guys at, and y'all taking all my views. You feel me? It's crazy. Like, look, I had I had 600 before, like the other day. I think it was yesterday. So I had like 670, almost 680 views. And then they took some from me, and I went back to like 666. I'm like, what? And then I got two more views, and that was it. But yeah, in the one I did the other night, that did 287 views, 24 likes. So look, your boy Yurp is getting there, man. You feel me? Your boy Yurp is getting there. You feel me? I'm trying to make something, trying to make nothing out of something. You feel me? He said your YouTube be hating on you. Yeah, man, YouTube do be hating on me, bro. I guess they'll leave me alone once I start hitting. Yo, cause I ain't gonna lie, yo. You add up all, like you don't even understand, yo. Like all the new people, like they don't understand. Like I lost I want to say about 300 subs. Yo. I done got 100 subs 3 times and lost them 3 times. You feel me? I was at like, I done reached to like 700 and dropped right back to 5. You feel me? Like crazy, to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't even, it discouraged me for a little bit. But you know, I got good people in my corner. I got a good chat. You feel me? I got good people on my line. So you guys encouraged me so much, and you got me through that too. Like, don't think it was just I got through this shit by myself. Nah, I got y'all helped me get through that. You feel me? He said, you ever thought about getting a co-host? Nah, yeah, I tried that. It just doesn't work. I mean, but what I do, I'm kind of like Stephen A. You feel me? Like I'm kind of like the better version of First Take. You feel me? Like I get people on like Sacktown. You know, I just had another like good close dude to me. You know, and his dad actually played for the Soul Patrol. Alonzo Thomas. You know, he was a co-host. Um, he was a guest. You know, you know, my bro Finale, he gets on from time to time when he has time and stuff. You feel me? So he said, I just support my radio, bro. No, I appreciate it, bro. Definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I have different people on, you know. Um, but you know, a lot of people don't want to abide by the rules. You feel me? And you know, I used to be loose because I just wanted to be around people and stuff like that because I've seen it, I've watched it for years, and now that I'm a part of it, I wanted to do something like that, but just didn't work out. You know, people visions ain't the same. You know, so and it's not a bad thing, not a bad thing at all. You know, but people's visions, you know, what I mean, they're just not the same. You feel me? So, you know, I'm not mad at that. You know, if your vision not like my vision, but you still love the Raiders, shoot, it's all good. You know. So you should reach out to the Raiders practice squad for small interviews. Shoot, I reached out to undrafted people we had. They ain't even respond to me. So I mean, I can always keep trying though. You know, I can always keep trying. You know, so you know. But yeah, that's a good idea though, Mike. Definitely gonna try that though. And like I said, I'm gonna watch. Because don't want to like I don't really want to kick it up a notch real quick because like I said, I'm finna move and I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. So you know, I really once I get the new studio, I'm gonna once I get the new studio, it's you know, it's gonna be up from there. You're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, you feel me? But I just don't want to start getting into stuff that, you know, I ain't gonna have the time because I gonna be doing a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. So like I said, I'm trying to move, so I'm trying to pick up more hours and shit. But trust me, Mike, it's good. Look, your boy, he gonna land one interview. I landed one interview right now. You feel me? I'm gonna land another one, and he's supposed to come back on too. Alonzo Thomas, he's gonna come back on like another week or two. So even those writers, characters like Gorilla Rilla. Yeah, me and Sacktown tried Gorilla Rilla. We reached out to him. He said he doesn't do interviews. I said, all right. I tried. Y'all want to hear a story real quick? So I tried the Violator, and I got in touch with him. I reached out to him. I, you know, it took him like the next day. He reached back to me when I was on my way home from work. So I wound up having a conversation with him, and I said, I'm a big fan. I've read up on you. Just wanted to know if I can get you on the show. Do a little interview with you. And this one I had way less subs, and my views was like going up and down and stuff. You feel me? So, um, he was like, "Yeah, no problem. I do it." We got the yapping, had a really good conversation. He's a good guy, good dude. Have nothing bad to say about him. Um, but the only thing that went left was the communication, right? So I'm available. Like I will tell. It could be Lincoln Kennedy. I got in touch with Lincoln Kennedy, I will give Lincoln Kennedy like I will have him set the date. What is a good date for you? Because I'm going to make the time. You know what I'm saying? So what is a good date for you? So he tells me, he goes, and I'm talking about the Violator now. So he goes, well, I forgot what date. I don't remember what date it was. It was last year though. Sometime last year. I think it was like, I don't know if it was like November. I think it was like November, like October, November. It was somewhere around there. And so he set the date. I put it in my calendar. He put it in his calendar. Now I don't know what he thought, but he said something totally like he hit me up one day. I'm laying down. A matter of fact, I just woke up too. I just had woke up, and he's like, "Yeah, you ready to do the show? You ready? You got the link?" I'm like, no. He said, "Do you have the link?" And I'm like, "Nah." I said, "I don't got the link." I said, "I sent it to you. When it's closer to the date." He goes, "We're not doing the show." I'm like, "What?" Like I didn't say like this. What we texting back and forth. So I'm like, "What?" I'm looking at the phone like, "What?" So he like, yeah. He said, "You gotta send me it now." I said, "I thought you said this date. It's in my calendar. I'm looking at it now." I said, "This is the date you say." He said, "Nah, I didn't say you didn't say that." He said, "Nah, I didn't say that. I said this today." And I'm like, "Nah." But I didn't want to argue with him. So I said, "Look, you give me some time. I'm not even prepared. I don't even have my stuff ready." I said, "Look, we can set it back for another date. If not, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for the mix up. I just put it on me. I said, I apologize that I got it mixed up. I know I ain't have it mixed up, though. I know for sure. Honest to everything I love. I promise to everything I love. I know, I didn't have, I know I was, you know. So, so, my brother G fan, my big bro G fan, man, I got, when I need to talk to somebody, on some shit, I call my bro up. So I hit G fam up like, bro, like this was going on. And he like, yo, take a deep breath. He said, hit him back, tell him, look, you apologize. Like I said, I took the blame already. So he told me to take the blame again. and just let him know, like, look, you apologize, you know, can we please do it again? I really want this interview, which I really did. I really wanted the interview, bro. So everything he was saying, he was telling me to say, it was on some real shit, like, because I would have said it myself. You feel me? I just didn't know how to go about it. So that's why I called G Fam over and stuff. So that was, I don't know. So that's what kind of made me shy away from doing interviews for people like that, because, you know what I'm saying? Even when I hit him, he never hit me back. So it was like, all right, whatever, you know. Uh, Mike said, can't wait to see you. I hope you meant to say make it. I hope you meant to say make it, Mike. Anyways, he said, you got a link. What, you want to get on here, Mike? Mike said you humble as fuck. He said that's why I mess with you. Nah, I appreciate it, bro. But yeah, man, look, I know I wasn't wrong, but it is what it is. You feel me? Like, I really wanted to do the interview, and I'm not saying I took the blame because I did the interviews. Like, I wasn't just. I'm not gonna finna go back and forth. I wasn't gonna do that. You feel me? So I just said what it is. What it is. You know what I mean? But you know, my wife, G Fair, a lot of people they said guys got so bigger player for me. So I hope he's opened up these doors now, man. Because you know, yeah, Paul, I can't wait for Bakersfield too, man. Me and my wife we used to talk about it. It's finna be lit, baby. It's finna be lit. I can't believe, man, we finna drive a whole day in 5 hours, yo. That's like all day. Like all day in the whip, bro. I mean, of course we're gonna stretch, probably eat something, you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really try to stop like that. I ain't really trying to stop like that. I'm trying to go full throttle. You feel me? Cause I ain't even gonna lie. If we can stop during the day, it is what it is. But I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to be on the road all night. Mike said, can I give you small advice? Of course, Mike. I always take advice, bro. This is what makes me better, bro. This is what people feel to realize. Like, a lot of people got a lot of pride. You feel me? And they don't like to take advice, or they'll take advice and then, or they'll hear the advice, but they won't add it to what they trying to do. And I feel like you'll be better if you add to what somebody's trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And I be a small victim to that too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? My wife, every time my wife says it, she already said it right now, she probably give me a look like, man, please. But nah, you feel me? I try to do the right thing, man. You know, I'm not gonna be likable to everybody. You feel me? You feel me? People just don't like how I am. You know what I mean? I'm just straightforward, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm passionate about what I do, and I'm passionate about this team. You feel me? So I'm passionate about this team. So you know, when I feel like somebody ain't talking right, I got corrected. You know, damn, people don't like that. You know, people don't like that. I mean, it's all good. It's okay to have different opinions. You feel me? You know what I mean? It's okay to have different opinions. So Mike said, excuse me. Anyway, so Mike said, if we get Mendoza, you need to find a person you trust that is Spanish speaking so you could also reach the Latino community. I ain't gonna lie. Shoot. Most of you guys are Latino is most of you guys are Latino, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Rosetown, Raider Paul, I am Bueno. I mean, I'm not, I'm saying Rosetown, Raider Paul, Bueno, G Fam, yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's not Frank. Uh, it's a lot, man. I got a lot. This is, and I thank you all. You know what I'm saying? I thank everybody, man. I thank everybody. You know, black, white, Spanish, Chinese. My son, he be up in here. Shout out to him. You feel me? You know, I don't know what he is. I don't know if he's Asian, Chinese. I don't know what it is, but shout out to him. I got all kinds of people in here, man. You know, but yeah, I like most of my Facebook people are Latino people because of the Raider Nation. You feel me? Shout out to everybody though, man. Shout out to Latino people. Shout out to everybody, my black people, my white people, everybody, man, who tunes in to see Yurp do his thing. You feel me? Talk that Raider. Shout out to everybody. You know, I don't see Mendoza turn away from a small interview if you come to him with your authenticity. I would love to do. Look, I be hitting people in their Instagram. So if I hit Mendoza in his Instagram, he does the interview. That'd be freaking lit, yo. I ain't even gonna lie. That'd be lit. And the most lit part about it is I got it on my own. Like I didn't need no source. I didn't need no middleman. I reached out to him myself and seen if I got the interview, bro. That's the dopest part. You feel me? I mean, I ain't knocking nobody on how they get theirs. You feel me? I'm just saying for me, I'm independent. I do everything myself. Mike Lopez is all about the Raider Nation. It's all about the nation, man. Nothing but the nation. You feel me? We in the building though, y'all. We in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Well, yeah. I'm just saying it though. Mendoza, I just gotta say this. Kubiak and Mendoza, that pairing is going to work. I just have a feeling that pairing is going to work. You know. Even though I'm a Ty Simpson guy, I'm also a Mendoza guy, but I'm a Ty Simpson guy, and I feel like either quarterback, I think he he'll do his thing. You pair either quarterback with Kubiak, yo. See how I made that sound? See how I made that? Care you compare any quarter any of them two quarterbacks with Kubiak, I'm telling you, he'll do his thing. You feel me? But like they say, some people are comparing Mendoza to Sam Darnold. And I'm not saying about like the type of player. I'm just saying like the mechanics. You feel me? That's not a bad thing, yo. Sam Darnold is not a bad quarterback, in my opinion. He ain't a bad quarterback. You feel me? But look, I'm gonna tell you this right now, because I'm hearing that the Cardinals are going to release. I think they're gonna cut him. They can't trade Kyler Murray. They heard they're gonna cut him. If they do cut him, they might as well just go on and get what's the name. They might as well go and get Todd Simpson. If the Jets don't get him, just pass on these two. He's saying if you ever reach out to him, you should let him know you are the only late night radio show on YouTube, and that half of your followers from the Latino community. No, nah, facts. Nah, that'd definitely be dope, yo. Mike, I appreciate that, yo, cause definitely, most definitely, yeah. Bro, if Yurp get Mendoza on the Yurp show, oh, that's golden right there, y'all. That's golden. That's golden. That's golden and goaded at the same time. You feel me? And I can almost guarantee you, if I was to get one with Mendoza, everybody's gonna try to get one. Oh, you're got one. He's gonna try to get one now. Let me try to get one. Let's see. They don't connect like me though. People don't connect like me. I don't even want to brag. I'm not the one to brag, but my aura is legendary, yo. Not even on no Shadur shit. But my aura is definitely legendary. People like to be around me. They like to conversate with me. You feel me? It's all about getting to know me. Mike said that would be wild. Nah, definitely would. Yo, it would be wild. I'm gonna try. Soon as he become number one, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hit him in the DM like, bro, would you like to do an interview? I don't care if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You give me 20 minutes, it'll be dope. You know. Then you really be viral instantly. Yeah, nah, facts. That's definitely facts. And I let him shit on me how we didn't recruit him at Miami. I'll let him shit on me. Go ahead. I ain't gonna tell him that though until he gets on here. Like, man, I'm a Miami fan, but I loved your game, bro. Since Cal, you almost beat us. The game was dope. But yeah, it's to be wild. And guess what? I'll give you the credit, Mike. because you came up with the idea, I would give you the credit. Well, I mean, my man Mike told me that told me I should take a shot to interview me, bro. So I'll be like, man, I appreciate you for the opportunity. You know, you being on the Yurp show, man, blessing us with the presence. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say shout out to my brother Mike Lopez, man. He the one that set this up. So I'm gonna say it, bro. I'm gonna give you the credit, Mike. I ain't no square nigga. I ain't no square nigga. Yeah. I'm gonna give you the credit, cause I bet I'll be back on smoking a cigarette. Now I'm not smoking on the camera, so no smoking on the camera. So yeah, appreciate everybody pulling up, though, man. Everybody's still pulling up, but yeah, but I want to take it back to the defensive coordinators, though, right? I want to take it back to the defensive coordinators. Let me go to where I was at first because they're gonna play a pivotal part in defense. Is gonna play a pivotal part. Now, like I said, a I either want a Vic Fangio defense type defense or a Mike McDonald type defense. Mike said, I just want to see you win. Nah, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate people like you, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh, okay. I might have went too far down. Right here. Mike said, I just want to see you win, man. I appreciate you, bro. Definitely appreciate you, man. Shoot. That's all I aim for, man, is the win, man. Get the win every day. You know? Wake it up every morning. Thank you, God. That's a win right there. You feel? Thank God that He wake you up every morning. That's the ultimate win. You feel me? So, like I was saying, bro, Aiden Dirty, Seahawks defensive coordinator. I feel like I said, I want to give that I gave it a 7.5, but I think I want to give that one like an 8.5 though. Carl Scott, and he's a passing game coordinator. He's another guy. I gave it 8.5, but I want to move it up. I mean, I gave it 7.5, but I want to move it up to 8.5. I want to see that. Um, Joe Woods, keep that at 3.5. Marcus Robertson, I would keep him as a defensive backs coach. That's what I would do. Um, Roy Anderson. Nah, this one I gave a 9.5. I would love because he's under the Vic Fangio tree right there. See the other two, they under the Mike McDonald tree. This guy right here, Roy Anderson, under the Vic Fangio tree. The Yurp's Late Show. I know, right? That's what I should call it instead of the Yurp Show. The Yurp Late Show. Or it's the Late Show Yurp. Some. I might switch it up. I might switch it up. Um, but Roy Anderson, this is a guy that I'm thinking about grabbing up. I'll grab him up as a D coordinator. Shoot, run that Vic Fangio defense, bro. Shoot, we got Chin, Max. I say we get another safety to go on alongside. People say go keep Palomar, but Palomar can't fucking cover. Ooh, excuse my language. Palomar can't cover. You feel me? He can't cover at all. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. Um, I say we get Tariq Woolen, pair him with Darian Porter. You got two fast corners, really fast corners. This is and they get with you. You feel me? I think Darian Porter will take another step up. He got a whole season under him. Got some gains and a lot of snaps under his belt. So I think he comes back a little bit better. I think if Kubiak can bring Tariq Woolen and Rashid Shaheed, that adds to the offense and the defense. Um, and then we start fixing that offensive line. Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? I think there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. Where do you think JPJ is going to fit at? And I wouldn't ask him in the press conference when he first gets there because he ain't going to know. He hasn't even looked at anything yet, so he's not going to know. So whoever asks that question is an idiot during during his very first press conference. If somebody asks him that question, they're an idiot. You shouldn't even be. You shouldn't even be there because there's no way he's gonna know when he just got in the building. You feel what I'm saying? So I would wait probably like a few weeks, let him get acclimated into and looking at the offense and the defense and seeing what he want to do, and then you ask him in his next conference, what do you want? Where do you think JPJ will fit in? And maybe he'll answer. Maybe at center, maybe at guard. But wherever they put him is going to determine who we get in free agency and in the draft. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, you know what I mean? Mike said the Yurp's Late Show sponsored by Yum Yum Donuts. Oh shoot. Hey, shout out to Yum Yum Donuts. I can't get sponsored yet though, Mike. I gotta wait to get monetized first. Once I get monetized, I'm in the building. Hey boy here then you done kick down the door, you feel me? Ain't nothing gonna be able to stop your boy. Yeah, but the late show, yeah. So, um, so Roy Anderson he's a high candidate in my opinion. I really like him, and he coached with Kubiak um in 2020 and 2021 uh in Minnesota. So that works out in itself too. You know what I'm saying? And he said some key things that I like, right? He said there's a lot of talk about coaching trees. That's what I was saying a little bit about the coaching tree thing, right? It says this offseason. As part of the reason why Kubiak got the job in Vegas is that he stems from the highly coveted Mike Kyle Shanahan tree, which Shanahan disciples are to offensive minded coaches. Vic Fangio disciples are to defensive minded coaches. Anderson has spent the last 2 seasons working for Fangio in addition to 2 years, 2017, 2018, with the Bears. So he worked with Fangio for 4 years with the Bears and now with the Eagles. So he know he know how to call. I know he knows how to call a defense. Um, says also Anderson worked under Clint Hurt in Seattle during the 2023 campaign, and Clint Hurt is another branch on the Fangio tree. If Kubiak wants to run that style defense, the Eagles' current cornerbacks coach feels like the best bet within his network. So he got a lot of things going for him. First of all, he's a quarterback, cornersbacks coach. So he worked with Kubiak for 2 years in Minnesota. He worked for Fangio for 4 years with the Bears and now with the Eagles. If you want to combine it, um, and yeah, if Clint wants to Kubiak, if Kubiak wants to you know, hold on, I'm back, y'all. My bad. If Kubiak wants to um I'm back. So if Kubiak wants to run that style of defense, he could be a strong candidate. Now, if he wants to run a defense, then he can go with Dirty or the other guy. What's his name? He can go with Aiden Dirty or Carl Scott. Or he got a guy within that's been already on this defense for 4 years already, I would say. And Rob Leonard. Leonard, you know, he's worked under Mike McDonald. So, you know, Mike Lopez said, Kubiak. Yeah, man, sing it with me, y'all. Sing it with me. Kubiak. Yes, sir. That's the shit right there. They don't even know. That need to go viral. Coo, coo, coo. Let's see. Who else makes sense? Who else makes sense? Makes a lot of sense too, though. You feel me? He's run games coordinator and defensive lines coach. Mike said, "Yeah, I'm down with Rob." Know what I'm saying? Listen. This is what they talking about. So he said, "We're deviating here since Leonard has never worked with that past few years coach over the past, getting the most out of ACL, Caleb Chason and Adam Butler this season. So keeping him on the coaching staff could help ease any tensions with with the star pass rusher. Which I don't really agree with that last little segment he said. That last little about Max. I mean I agree with Max has raved about robbing the past. But Leonard not keeping I don't think he's gonna worry about that. I don't think he gets mad over that or whatever, but that's near. You never know with Max, right? I'm not saying that to diss him or anything. I'm just saying you never know. but but I do agree with his and I'm back. Every time I turn the screen on, it start acting crazy. But yeah, Ron Leonard, strong candidate for me. Roy Anderson, another strong candidate for me. Aiden Dirty, uh, another possible strong candidate for me. And another dude, I keep forgetting his name too. Name. Carl Scott. And not to mention, shit, I ain't even mentioned his name. If he gets out of that contract and he leaves Cleveland, what about Jim Schwartz? Why not Jim Schwartz? You feel me? He said, "Where you go, bro?" I thought I was tripping. Shoot, man, my computer, man. Told you I gotta get a new one. Restream my computer. Don't be getting. You feel me? I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow because I'm having mad problems. But yeah, I believe if the Ravens don't pay Linderbaum, Chargers will go hard after him, and if they don't, the Chargers will draft the best center in the first round. I don't know about centers going in the first round. Yeah, I don't know about guards going. I know about centers going in the first round. Dogs crying every morning. He gets up this time. So yeah, man. And I'm gonna have to get off because my dog he going crazy. It's been a dope night, y'all. It's been a dope night. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if y'all ain't subscribed already. We have two young elite tackles. All they need is a center. Now I can dig that, but maybe we gotta spend. We gotta go crazy. But anyways, y'all, and my dog is going crazy, so I gotta hop off. So, uh, like I said, I definitely appreciate everybody pulling up. Rose House. Yeah. See the right tackle. I could dig it. You definitely do. But we go out there on the next one. That being said, y'all know what it is. Your Raiders. Yes, sir. I'll holler. See y'all on the next one.